So we'll use a part of this cool Metallica song to talk about how to go about improving your downstrokes. So the best piece of advice really is to get a good pick first. So you don't want a flimsy pick that's all worn out and is going to be difficult for you to articulate the strings with. I like these 1.5 Dunlop Sharps. Very pointy, nice and harsh, and real easy to cut through the strings. And this is Jeff Loomis's pick that's very similar to that. It has some grip on it, so it feels a bit different. You can also look up the kind of picks that James Hetfield has. So don't use some flimsy acoustic guitar pick. Make sure your pick is good, and make sure it's not all scuffed here, because you'll start to notice it burn up there in your arm. It's like trying to cut through something with a blunt knife. And the reason I picked this song to do is your arm will get some respite in this. Master of Puppets, something like that, Blackened as well by Metallica. You know, there's not a lot of break for the arm in a lot of the parts in those songs, but for Creeping Death here, there's a little bit of respite here and there at specific points, so that you can get used to doing this at faster speeds. So during that little hammer-on pull-off bit, that's where, I know it's easy for me to say, but I'm going to tell you to try and relax during that period. So your hand doesn't have to keep going during that period doing all this tense downstroke stuff, because your fretting hand will take over while it's doing the legato part. So you must try and use that opportunity to try and relax a bit and not be so tense. And the thing is with this, it allows you to recover momentarily, to keep going for longer. So to build stamina with this kind of thing, you know, it doesn't help to just keep going until it hurts. You don't want to injure yourself, but you want to build up your tolerance and your threshold for playing at these faster speeds with only downstrokes. So you've got this riff where you're really heavily involved doing downstrokes, but you've got that tiny bit of respite to rest. So my advice is, do it slowly at first, but then build it up and build it up. But don't stop playing. Keep going, okay? So I'll give you an example. Okay, I'll stop there. So I tried to go slow and just build it up in speed, and that was probably me pushing my physical ability before it started getting a bit messy. So what you should then do once you reach that point is slow down, but keep playing. That's important. Don't stop. I'm just stopping to explain it in the video for you. Keep going, but slow it down to a speed that you can keep going and recover. And then you've got that little legato part in the riff to try and recover even more. So what I'll do here, I'll see what I can do and play for a few minutes here. Now I'll try and start pretty fast, and I'll keep going until it starts to get rather uncomfortable, but I'm going to keep going and slow it down and try and relax during that time before I push it again. So I might roll the sleeves up for this. So just for myself personally, I find when I'm doing this intense kind of metal stuff, sometimes the arm gets a bit sweaty or gets a bit sore from leaning on the guitar, just where I happen to lean on the guitar. So I find it really helps if you have that sweatband there. It means you're not chafing up your arm and it's not getting sore. So that's something to consider there. Okay, I'll give myself a break there. So that's just to demonstrate that you would try and push yourself, but then slow down. I was trying to relax myself and my posture for a while before I pushed it again. And then I'll give you some technical picking hand points about just how you attack the strings and how that's going to affect how easy it is to get through the strings. Now, when I teach people, I would pretty much always say, don't pick the string parallel. You're cutting through the string at an angle, kind of the natural angle you would strum a chord. Your pick's going to cut through the string, just a one string in this case, most of the time, at an angle, because there's less resistance to get through the string that way. Now, some people do it the other way, going across. Now that's kind of okay as well, because you're cutting through the string, but being parallel to the string, it's just going to make getting through much more difficult because there's more resistance there. Okay, so thanks for your time. That's the video for today. So give it a like if you find value in it, subscribe for some more videos, and share it with some friends.